Hello and welcome to Dream Trips. My name is Linda Muth. I'm a marketing director. I live in San Antonio, Texas. And when I saw this idea about 7 years ago, I got super excited about these prices. I just never seen anything like it. And I love to go to 4- and 5-star resorts. I'm not about cheap travel. So when I saw this, it was absolutely fantastic. So since then, I've been on 26 Dream Trips, and I booked 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31 through the next middle of next year because I can't help myself. I got to admit it, I'm now a travelholic because it's so easy to book them. The prices are fantastic, and I absolutely love the people I can go on vacation with. So what I want to tell you is welcome to Dream Trips. You're going to absolutely love it, and I'm just so excited to share with you all the benefits. So number one, you should know that we are the #1 travel club in the world. We've been winning that award since 2013, and it's the World Travel Awards who's awarding us this fantastic honor. This is like winning the Oscars in the travel industry. So as you can see from this screen, we've been winning it all over the world, all over in the US, different continents, and again, the world's leading travel club. So welcome to the best travel club on the planet. Couple phone numbers I want to share with you. Number one, if you are also in the business with us, you're a World Ventures representative, you want this number. It's your customer service support number, and it's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. And this is for all your account-related questions. If you have any questions about some of your members and their accounts, or if you have questions about the compensation plan, things like that, this is where you go to ask those questions. But here's a really important number for my travelers, and this is your Rovia customer support. These guys are open 24/7, 365, and they're going to be able to answer questions for your travel questions, basically booking assistance, or if you have some questions about, you may want to extend your trips on the front end or the back end, call up these guys, have them help you. Any questions you have about travel, this is a really key phone number you want to have. So let me talk briefly about the 3 levels of membership. If you're watching this video, you're probably a member of our Dream Trips family, so welcome. And you're either a standard, a gold, or a platinum. Now, standard level of membership is access to all of our Dream Trips, and we have over usually between 5,000 to 6,000 Dream Trips to pick from on an annual basis. So we're so excited about the variety of trips that you get to go on. It's wonderful. We also have access to our Anytime Escapes, which is a new category of trips we've just added, which are fantastic. A lot more booking flexibility there, as well as the Rate Shrinker and the Dream Trips Local, which is, here's a way that you can go out and eat, get your hair cut, go to a spa, and actually earn points to go on vacation. I love it. So at your standard level of membership, that's about $110 one time, and you get all of those points back immediately to go book Dream Trips. You may have heard at the presentation that every dollar you spend on your membership, you get back to go on vacation. Here's where that shows up. You immediately get those points back in your bucket right now in your cloud to go book trips, and then your monthly fee you get back on an annual basis, and so that would add up to be about $384. And with us, 1 point equals $1, and that's 384 points you're going to get back to go book more Dream Trips on your anniversary date. Moving over to the gold. The gold and platinum are our 2 most popular memberships because the advantages and the benefits you get here are so much greater. So number one, on the gold membership, you're going to get access to a 24-hour concierge. We also have some upfront dining and entertainment discounts, which are really great for your local everyday uses. Dream Trips online shopping is fantastic. So who shops online? Most of us do. And if you do, here's the good news. If you shop online, you're going to be able to earn back points on everything that you're going to buy anyway to go on vacation. How cool. Net rates and Dream Trips rewards are just more benefits that we have at the gold level membership, and I'll go into these in more detail here in a minute. But so to start as a gold member, it's going to be $223 one time, which you get back in points immediately. And then it's $57 a month. And on the 1-year anniversary, again, you get all those points back to go book more trips. And our platinum level. This is our high end, got to have the best all the way, and it's really not that much more expensive. So a lot of people are loving the platinum membership. Pre-sale access, of course, everything you already get in your standard and gold are over here in platinum, but you also get pre-sale access, 7 days early access to all the Dream Trips. Platinum perks. This is pretty cool. On almost every Dream Trip we have, if you're a platinum member, you get something extra. For instance, the extra I'm going to be enjoying when I go to see the Dallas Cowboys football game up the road from here from San Antonio. It's a Dream Trip, the Thanksgiving Day football game. As a platinum member, I'm going to get access to a tour of the stadium the following day that my gold and standard level members do not get. So it's just neat to have this platinum perk on all the trips. It's really great. We also have some trips which are platinum only. pretty cool. Emergency evacuation, though, this is that insurance policy. You hope you never have to use it, but you're glad if you do have it. So imagine that you or any member of your family, because it's a household membership, find themselves in a situation where they need to be medically evacuated somewhere. And this has got to be determined by a doctor. They have to determine that you cannot get the care that you need where you are, medically evacuated somewhere. And that, we're talking, in flies the helicopter, the jet with medical personnel on that, come pick you up and take you where you need to go. This is fantastic. It's almost like it's up to $40,000 in insurance, really, is the way I look at it. So this is a fantastic benefit. And you don't have to be on some massive vacation all over the world. The requirements here really are, if you're more than 150 miles from home, this kicks in. So it's a great value. We can also use 50% more points as a platinum. So as all of our dream trips allow you to use a certain amount of points that you have, what's great as a platinum member, you'll automatically see that you get to use 50% more, which is a great, just basically means less out of pocket for you to go on vacation. Telemedicine, here we go, 24-hour access to a doctor over the phone. Again, this don't have to be on a vacation. This is all the time in the US, and so it's a great benefit if you need to talk to a doctor, and rather than getting in your car and driving in to see the doctor, which takes your time, there's the copay, there's the waiting, there's the room full of other sick people issue. If you want to avoid all that, just call telemedicine, and if they can evaluate what's going on with you over the phone, they can just call in the prescription to your closest pharmacy, and you're done. It's a great benefit. And then roadside assistance, we all know what that is. So it's a benefit that you get as a platinum. So our platinum members, $380 one time, which you get back immediately in points to go book trips, and then $100 a month. End of the year, you get 1,200 points back to go book a vacation. And for a limited time right now, we're actually doubling these points. So as you joined our membership, say you got the gold and you see 223 points in your DreamTrips account, there's another 223 points hanging out in your DreamTrips reward account, and I'll show you exactly what that is. But you're getting double points right now, so it's absolutely fantastic. And oh, by the way, how about if you refer this membership, which is, by the way, the award-winning #1 travel club in the world, how about if you refer this membership to friends and family and they join through your referral, then you no longer have these monthly fees. I tell you what, that got me in. When I was first listening to this membership, I was excited about the travel. I was really looking forward to going, but I still didn't want a monthly fee. So we went out and we shared this with our friends. We have enough cheap friends who want to go on 4- and 5-star vacations, so we shared it with our friends. We waived our fees our first month, month and a half, and so we no longer have to pay these monthly fees. So as long as those folks remain active, I don't have to pay for my membership. And I like to say that, as long as they stay active. Look, this is a cool thing about this membership. There's no long-term contract here. If people decide this is not for them, they can call in and resign their membership, and that's okay. If it's not for them, we don't want people who don't want this fantastic membership. But if you happen to be, that's one of your 4 people, then just know that if you go out and get your 4th one again, your fees will be waived again. So I love the fact that you can waive your fees. I've been a member, like I said, for 7 years, haven't paid fees for about 7 years, and yet they still put these monthlies. I'm a platinum. So every March, which is my anniversary, they'll put 1,200 points back into my cloud to go on vacation again. So really, they're paying me to be a member, and I'm all over that. So it's awesome. Oh, and as you're referring this to your friends and family, we have a rewards program, a referral program. So if you refer this membership and your friends join as a standard, gold, or platinum, you will then earn an additional 50, 100, or 200 points to use to go on vacation. And oh, by the way, we're still doubling those points again. If they join as a gold or platinum, you'll get 200 or 400 points. Now, these points will show up in your account not immediately, but the next month, when the person that you just signed up pays their next monthly fee, that's when these points start showing up. But it's a great referral program, a great way to earn more points to go on vacation. So where do we go with DreamTrips? Actually, they're everywhere. We do everything from all-inclusives to lots of great Disney trips, cruises, which are really, really popular. We have sporting events, major sporting events, hunting and fishing, health and wellness, theme trips, all kinds of trips we do. So just know that this is a way for you to go on probably every bucket list trip you've ever imagined. So let's get started with going on DreamTrips. So first of all, let me talk about your DreamTrips app. This is fantastic. I mean, I don't know about you, but do you spend more time on your phone or your computer? Most people, it's your phone. So right now, what we have available for all of our members is the DreamTrips app. So when you want to download the app, and this is what the emblem is going to look like, both on your Google and your Apple store. And when you get the app, basically you're going to be able to download and book flights, hotels, cruises, everything we just talked about almost everything we have available for us as members are right here on your app. So you definitely want to be able to download that. So I'm going to go through a brief highlight of what the app and the functions might look like. This is an iPhone. I'm going to go back and forth between iPhones and Androids, and so we can kind of see the menus are slightly different. Number one of the first things, if you happen to have the Fly card, which is a great technology we have as members, it's a benefit of a membership, where you can load all your credit cards, debit cards, loyalty cards, all on one card. If you have that card, you'll automatically have a little icon up here on your app, which allows you now to go load in all of your cards. So that's your Fly card button. You can book travel on your app. Again, this is your booking engine where you can book, I call this for your non-dream trip travel. I'll go over this in a little bit more detail in a second. And I also want to go down and talk about the local button. Now, local, what is that? Well, DreamTrips Local is a way for our members to earn extra points by simply purchasing and participating at restaurants, spas, and entertainment venues that we have partnered with. And here's the cool thing, you're typically going to earn back between 30 and 50% of your subtotal back in Dream Trip points that you can use to go on vacation. It's absolutely fantastic. So here's how we get there. You click on the local button and just say, from this, I'm in San Antonio, so it's going to automatically default to all the restaurants in San Antonio area. And I'm going to go show you an example of how you might use this then. Say you want to go to Milano's Italian Grill, which is a great restaurant, by the way. You click on it, you go over there, you eat, you get your receipt, you click on the pay in the app, you get a receipt, you take a picture of that receipt, you go ahead and click on verify. And it's going to come up with a menu where you can now type in the total without the tip and tax. You type in, here's your before the tip and tax, here's what the tax was, and then you're allowed to do a tip. And by the way, folks, please tip our members. These are our partners, the dining and entertainment venues. So if you've got some good service, please remember to tip well, because we want to take care of them just like they're taking care of us. So in this example, I'm going to do a 25% tip. I put it on there. I can also load my credit card on here all the time if I don't put a different card on. Otherwise, I've just got this card already loaded. I click on Pay Now, and bam, it's done. It says thank you, tells you what you just paid, shows you your tip. It also says I've earned 9 points already, and if you want them to send the receipt, you certainly can. So that's how easy it is to use the Pay in the App function. And then as of September, that's the only way we're going to be doing this is in the Pay in the App. We have a couple other options right now, but a lot of it has to do with going into the restaurant, tell them you're a DreamTrips member, and they'll help you walk through it. Here's the other functions. There's also, it's not only dining, but there's entertainment. There's also spas. And I love this function up here called transactions. If you click on that, it shows you immediately all the places that you've been, so you can see all the points you've been gathering up, and it tells you what you paid and how many points you have. So I love that function as well. So back to the app. Now we're over on the Android, which is personally my favorite, just saying. Android users, your menus look a little bit different. You can also, now we're going to go through a couple other options of clicking on Dream Trips. Here comes all your Dream Trips in chronological order. You click on any one of them, it brings it up, and it's going to show you all the features. But let me first talk about a couple other pieces of the menu. Number one, browse travel deals. This is how we're going to be able to get to our Anytime Escapes on our app. And don't worry about if you don't know what Anytime Escapes are, I'm going to go into greater detail here in just a minute, but this is how you get to that specific function, because these are not Dream Trips, they're a special category. You get on there and click on Book Now, and the Anytime Escapes come up, so you're off and running some really screaming deals there. Some other functions, the sort functions, the little funnel. If you want to eliminate certain areas or certain themes on the trips that you're looking for, you have an option. Here's your region. If you want to just search on something in your local region, you can uncheck everything else. And then the themes also is another way that we can sort on a type of trip that we want to do. And then my favorite function has always been the map function. How about where in the world do we have Dream Trips? So this was a snapshot in time of some of the Dream Trips we had all over the world. I just kind of scroll over. We also have the Southern Hemisphere, but this is a great way to look where in Europe or Iceland or what the heck is this up here. Go up there and check and see what kind of Dream Trips we have, because when you click on it, it opens right up. So here's an example of what that might look like. Let's just go to Florida, Orlando. We all know what's there. So let me say I just click on that number 13. You have 13 trips in and around Orlando, and they're all listed by date, and you can click on the one that you want to see. One of the ones that I know people like the most are Disney. So I'm going to click on the Disney Park Hopper in Orlando. Comes up right here. Let me scroll right over. We're going to say trip details. So here's what's included on every trip. I recommend you go look at the trip details. So I'm going to go click on here. It's going to open it up for me. It's going to tell me what's included. So your 4 days and 3 nights also include a 2-day park hopper passes to all 4 parks, A welcome reception. By the way, on our dream trips, we send a host. Whenever 20 or more people book one of our dream trips, we send a host, and that's on most of our trips now. They've got you all pre-checked in. They do the welcome reception. They talk to you about what's going on. And more importantly to me is they're going to help you handle any issues you've got going on. So the hosts are fantastic. This one also shows you're going to be included with round-trip airport transfers and 3 breakfasts. So this is for everybody on the trip. Also, let me see what the hotel details here. This is a special trip. I love it. This is on Disney property. So check this out. The hotel has 17 restaurants and lounges, 5 outdoor pools. It's got a bunch, right? And so this is why I joined Dream Trips. I didn't want to go to, no offense, La Quinta, Super 8s. I didn't want to go there for vacation. That's a place to go if I want to say inexpensively. But if I want to go on a vacation, I wanted to go to something like this and absolutely enjoy it. And then the prices that I'm paying here are phenomenal. So I love the fact that this is on property, and just check out the place you're staying. It's just, you can just never leave, right? The kids are going to love all those pools. As a platinum, remember we have platinum perks. So on this trip as a platinum, you get a little update. You get a plus option on your park hopper pass. It gives you access to one more of these parks. So there's an example of what you get as a platinum member on this trip. So let's say, okay, I got to do it. I want to book that trip. Tells you what the dates are. That works for me. Click book it. And I'm still on my app. I don't have to go anywhere else. I can book all this stuff on my phone. So I'm going to go over here. It tells me the dates, tells me the price. I'm going to go over these points a little bit more specifically, but just know this is $636 per person on this trip. And right now I'm clicking on 1 room for 2 adults, which is the default. However, what if I want to do more options and I want to take my kids? So I click on more options, and now I'm allowed to pick on 2 adults, and I can select 2 kids. So these just pretend that they're going to be 5 and 8 years old. You put that in and continue. Tells you what that's going to cost. But check this out. Notice what it is per adult, $779. Again, this is before points, $779. But for 2 kids, it's clearly less. So just so you know, on almost every trip, the kids, depending on their age, are going to be cheaper. And they get the 2-day park hopper passes. They get the meals every day. They get everything that you do. So it's a great value for the kids as well. So it's great for families. So getting ready to check out. I've got all this stuff done. And here's where I can apply my points. As a platinum member, I can apply 285 points. At the moment, I don't have any Robia bucks. So what I'm actually going to be charged on my credit card is $18.40 rather than the $21.25, because this is where the points come in. So great deal for a family of 4 to go to Disney on property. It's wonderful. So let's switch off of the app, and now we're going to pop over to the actual website. This is what your website looks like. You got a little login bubba right there. You click on that. You're going to be asked to put in your username and password, and you're going to know that you're logged in when you start seeing the Dream Trips screen across here. Also, you can see how many points you have, how many Robia bucks you have, so you know that you're actually logged in. Okay? All right, so first I'm going to click on the travel button, because what I want to do is take you to your Dream Trips section. And look at this. At the point of when I looked at this a couple days ago, we had 1,000 Dream Trips available on the books right now that you can book. That's why I tell people, if you don't see something that you need right now, just keep looking, because every week we add more trips, but there's a lot you can pick from and a lot of different dates. So they're going to be chronological. I'm just going to scroll down here a little bit. And we also have the same functions here as I showed you on the app. We can search by region or by theme. And what I want to do is just kind of zone in on a couple of trips. So let's just look at the points. So these 2 trips, just to say, it says you can apply up to 165 points per trip, 150 points per trip right here. So if this Savannah, Georgia trip, and it tells me right here, I don't have to do the math, it's gonna turn out to be $386 per person if you have 165 points, which most of you do just by joining. So I want to go ahead and click on details, and it's going to open up. And does this not look like a great place? Got to do this one. It's by the way, if you haven't been to Savannah, it's beautiful. So here's how the points are working. It says you can apply up to 165 points for the trip. And this is what the price is before you apply points. And this is what it is after you apply half of those points. If you understand what I'm saying, because this is how much you can use on the trip per person. It's going to be half of that, right? So it's $386 per person to go on this trip. So just know this is how many points you can apply on the trip. And hope if you have that many points, this is what it will be per person. So pretty cool. It's a pretty easy way. And on the website, it's the same as the app. You would go through here and you can click on what's included. Everything is the same as I just showed you on the app. So that's how the points are working. So let's move on and take a look at, my screen has stopped, so hang on here. Here we go. The perks button. This is how you're now going to start seeing the other pieces of the membership that are available to you. Now, this is for my gold and platinum members. If you're standard, you won't be able to see all of this. You'll see the marketplace, but you won't, and the My Deals, but you won't see all of this. So this is really focusing on the gold and on platinum as well. So the perks, we want to talk about the rewards program. Remember how I mentioned that if you join, you get double points, and 200 or so go into this platform and the other go into another platform. This is the other platform, the rewards platform. If you click on that, it's going to start looking like a different way to log in, and just know that eventually we're going to combine all of these, but for right now, you go ahead and you sign in, and you're going to put in your username and password, and you're in. And this is what the rewards platform looks like. And here you can use your points to reduce the prices of cruises, resorts, hotels, shopping, and then for my platinum members, you also have access to wine. So it's pretty good, pretty deal. Up here it tells you what your points are, so let's just say there's 300 credits in there already that I can use. If I want to book a hotel, and this is an instance of how this is really beneficial for all of us as rewards members, notice over here we have a comparison of a hotel and Expedia, and over on this side is where we can book it on our website. And I just like to go to the middle one here, where Expedia has the best price of $323. That's our starting point, but we can apply up to 136 points to reduce the price of that hotel to $187. So this is where you can start using your points to reduce the price of hotels, as well as cruises, resorts, all kinds of stuff. And here's the benefit also for shopping. So an example of if you can want to use your points and reduce, and this is just a quick snapshot of running through all the different types of vendors and the types of categories we have. If you see there's Coach, and you can go in here and click on it, and you can see what they have available for you to use your points to reduce the price of this merchandise as well, which is great. So if you don't have time to go on a trip right now, it's not in your budget, you can already start using your points to reduce the price of things that you want to buy anyway. Pretty fantastic. So let's look at the online shopping. Again, this is going to be for my gold and platinum members. How about if you can go out and shop and earn points to go on vacation for things you want to shop for anyway. So here you can earn more points to go on vacation. So it's pretty amazing. It's got thousands of different brands of stores here. You can shop by category. You can also shop by name. I just stopped on the E here, and you can just see what we got. And right here on this column, it shows you what's the percentage of points you're going to earn back by shopping. For instance, going to eBags, I bought several things here. And when I buy it, I earn 9% back in Rovia bucks to go on vacation. And Rovia bucks are magic dollars you can use on any kind of travel. It's fantastic. So these dollars are going to come back to you. And I always like to say the Rovia bucks, when you earn them through your shopping mall, don't show up immediately. It's up to the vendor of when they pay Rovia, and then Rovia pays us. So don't expect them right away, but just keep an eye on them. They'll be coming soon. And you just click on Shop Now, takes you off to the ebags.com website, and you're shopping, and when you check out, you'll be earning these points to go on vacation. So if you're going to shop anyway, use your membership to earn more points to go on vacation. My Deals, this is fantastic. How about you can just get some any day upfront savings? So it's basically a dining and entertainment discount program on your computer, and I'm going to show you here in a minute how you can download an app where you can have it on your phone. So in here, it's your upfront discounts. You're not getting any points here, but you're just getting savings up front. You can shop. You can go through and just set it on your zip code to look nearest to you. I had it defaulted to dining and food, but you can see movies, services, shopping, everything right here is an upfront savings. And I just recommend you go through and experiment on this piece to figure out what's on here so that you don't forget to use it when you're out there. Now, on your phone, you're going to be able to download an app called My Deals, and this is basically the same as we just had on our computer, but it's going to be on your phone. And you're going to have to put in your email is your password, and your DreamTrips password, that's your user code, and then your password is your DreamTrips password to get this thing up and running. And so now you have it on your phone wherever you are, over 200,000 locations, and we have some added constantly. So just know this is a great benefit of a membership, so that you're able to go out and just save up front right away. I love it. So let's talk about the Screamin' Deals. So I talked about that just a moment ago. I'm thinking that one a little quick. So I'm back on my landing page for the Dream Trips. I want to go to something called my Escapes, Dream Trips Escapes. I'm going to click on the Take Me There button. And when I go there, up comes something called Anytime Escapes. These are fantastic options. These are not Dream Trips, however, these are what we like to call Screamin' Deals, because they are allowing us to have some fantastic pricing up front, as well as some real flexibility on when we go on vacation. So they're called Anytime Escapes. I'm going to scroll down here just a little bit, and you can kind of get a look at what we're talking about here. And they're all over the country. We have these are the highlighted one that showed up right away this morning. So we got some over in New Orleans, which is a great place to get away. Also, we got them in Waikiki. As I scroll down, we're going to get into some of our around the all-inclusives in Mexico, but we have them all over the world and adding. We've got about 45 to 50 of these on the books right now. And what's so special about them is the pricing and the fact that there's a flexibility in booking. So let me just pick this one for an example. It's one of our favorite. An all-inclusive in Dominican Republic comes up. Looks like a pretty nice place. Let me scroll down, and let's just look at what's going on with this pricing. So number one, all meals and drinks are included on this deal. So it's an all-inclusive, a couple of extras thrown in. Here's the price. So it's 5 days, 4 nights. $199 per person. You can take off 100 DreamTrips points. So the math on that one is pretty amazing. How about $149 per person for 5 days, 4 nights, all inclusive? I mean, we joke about you can't stay home for that. So what a great deal. And here's the cool thing. So it tells you the last day that this is available for you to book. By the way, I keep seeing this thing extended out, so maybe next month it'll be there too. But it gives you the travel dates. And so I know we're beyond May, but right now when I click on it, it starts here in August. So we click right here and it opens up the calendar, and you can pick any 5-day, 4-night period to try to book this trip up through the 11th of December. So you see where the flexibility comes in on all of these anytime escapes. They're fantastic. The prices are unbelievable. So be sure to look through these. Keep your eye on these. These are fantastic getaways and a lot of flexibility on those. So we also have a booking engine. This is where we talk about Rovia booking engine. This is where you're going to find it on your DreamTrips website. You saw that on your app, and here it is on your website. And we can book everything from flights to hotels to rental cars. And for flights, just so you know, because we don't get a lot of deals on flights as far as commissions, what's happening now is when we book a flight on this website, if you're a platinum member, you're going to earn 100 reward points going into that rewards platform. And if you're gold, you get 50. So how this works is once you've returned from your flight, it's usually like the 15th of the following month, you'll see those points pop in. So it's a great way to book your airline tickets, and we have some guarantees on these flights, and I'll talk about those in just a minute on how that works. But we also can book the hotels, rental cars, activities, cruises, hideaways. All of this is on your Rovia site, and we also have a similar type of option over on that reward site. So I use both to see which one gives me the best deal. And again, at some point, we're going to combine all these platforms. But I say I use this for my non-DreamTrip travel. Why would I book a cruise here? Well, just say, for instance, I can't find a DreamTrip cruise that matches my calendar. Go over here and book it and get a fantastic deal. So Rovia Price Pledge. This is some of the guarantees we have on that Rovia booking engine. So anytime you book a hotel or an airline ticket, we have some guarantees that are going to tell you that if you can find a cheaper deal by midnight of the night that you book it for the flights and hotels, we're going to give you back 110% of the difference, because we just have access to more inventory. But if you can find it cheaper somewhere, just go ahead and you're going to do a screenshot of that, send it in. You're going to be able to earn back some money that the Rovia bucks again are for future travel, up to $500. Now for our dream trips, we also have a price pledge that says if you can find a dream trip any cheaper within 72 hours, we'll also give you back 110% of the difference as long as it's greater than $50. But it's going to be really hard to beat our dream trips because we go out and we buy these vacations in bulk and pass those savings onto our members. So that's a great guarantee. Now Rate Shrinker, this is really cool. As far as we know, nobody else has this type of a guarantee or this type of a platform. So if you book an airline ticket or a hotel on your Rovia booking engine, and from the time you book it to the time you check in, if this price ever drops, our system automatically begins looking to see if it ever drops. If it does, it will automatically rebook it for you, send you an email telling what you just saved, and refund your credit card the difference. So just realize on flights, however, some airlines do charge a significant amount to change the flights around. So if it costs more to change it than the savings, we of course won't do that, so it won't cost you money. But it's a great way to not worry about the fact that if you want to book your airline ticket, what day do I book it? How do I save it? Just let us keep checking for you and see if we can get it for you cheaper. And if we can, you don't have to do a thing. It's automatic. So it's pretty fantastic. And I know I covered a lot of information, but at the bottom of your DreamTrips site, there's a whole menu of things that you can click on to get more information, say the Rovia Price Pledge or the online shopping, travel insurance, all those kind of things are right here. If you want to know more information, just go there and look. Executive status. This is a pretty cool benefit for those of us who like to refer this membership to a lot of people. pretty much for your business builders. So if you can refer and earn enough 4,500 referral points, which you can get by referring this membership to your friends, families, and coworkers, if you can earn up to 4,500 in referral points in 1 year, you're now executive status. And now you can use up to 1,000 points on a dream trip once a quarter, so you can use that 4 times a year. So what that means is this: you can use a lot of your points to book these trips, and the trips get a lot cheaper. Executive status is just fantastic, so go for it. I've been executive status now for 2 years. Absolutely love it. It helps me go on vacations for a lot cheaper. It's pretty awesome. And for my brand new members, though, let's not forget that in your first 90 days, you should book a dream trip. Because if you do, here's the deal. You can earn, as a standard or gold member, you can actually use, rather, up to 50 more points on a trip that you book in your first 90 days. And as a platinum, you can use 75 more points. And you don't have to go on it in your first 90 days. You just have to book it. So you will automatically be allowed, your little blue dot that tells you how many points you can use on a dream trip will be higher if you're in your first 90 days. So book those trips right away. But hey, here's cool. What happens if you book that trip, you've used all your points? How about when you get back from that first dream trip, we're going to place some extra points into your account. So as a standard, you'll come back and you'll get 50, gold 100, a platinum 150 extra points for you to go out and book more dream trips. Pretty fantastic. So I want to cover just a couple of phone numbers for my platinum members, because I know we've talked about the benefits, but let's talk about these 3 in specific. So here's some phone numbers you're going to want to write down. If you're a platinum member, emergency evacuation. Make sure you have this phone number in your phone. You never know if you're going to need it. But it also kind of talks about here what it includes. Again, there's that rule, 150 miles from home, and it's going to have to be an injury requiring hospitalization determined by a doctor. But that's the phone number. You definitely want to have it. Hopefully you'll never need it, but there it is. Now, for the roadside assistance, for those of us who don't believe the gas gauge, or you have to change a tire, you have some issues, you get up to 3 claims a year on your roadside assistance. There's a phone number right there, so hopefully you grab that. And then the telemedicine. Here you go. This is that 24-hour access to a doctor over the phone. You don't have to go in, and do you just hate going to a doctor when you're sick and sitting there waiting to be seen and everybody around you is passing on their diseases to you? So how about you call in, and if they can, again, diagnose your issue over the phone, just call these guys up and they can help you. I recommend you go in and register your entire family, again, household membership, before you ever have to use it. That way it's going to ask for medical history, so it won't take so long for them to take care of you. So call in or go to this portal and just kind of register yourself so that when you call in, it doesn't take so long to talk to a doctor. So folks, that is your membership. It's fantastic. We have over millions of members worldwide. It's absolutely the best thing I've ever seen. And you're going to be out there seeing people using this You Should Be Here sign. We actually have a website called youshouldbehere.com, and I grabbed a bunch of pictures off of there, and there we are, all of us on vacation, having a great time, and it's the best membership on the planet. So I got to say, the best thing you can do right now is go out and look at your website, go on your app, start using it. Find your little blue sign, be ready to take some dream trips, because I'm telling you, this is going to be the best decision you've ever made, and I want to get you on a dream trip soon. So hope to see you out there on a vacation, and go book some dream trips, and we will see you on the beaches of the world. Take care.